started out for the visiting Boston Celtics.
For teams, Stan, that make fully implement your system, a coach's new system.
Well, that's an interesting question, Kevin. First of all, I don't think you ever fully implement your system. You're always adding to it. You're always tinkering with it. And for a new coach, what you're really doing is you're learning your team and adjusting your system as you go along to fit your talent.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Tatum and Horford man the post position. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. Here's Holiday following the bucket by the Nets. Here's White. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
I like that from White. Attacking the heart of that defense.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. He knows how much Jason Tatum can impact the game. The coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to a defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send a double. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Johnson can't hit.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
And stolen by Tatum. Here's Brown. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Well, come on, guys. Did you really think they'd shoot 100% for the game?
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Nets trail by 6. Inside, and here comes Thomas leading the fast break.
And there's Tatum's length showing up at the defensive end. What a play.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw good from Brown. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
And just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Well, Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in style.
No series went more than 5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run. Numbers for Johnson. He's right around 17 points a night, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
Here's Claxton. Last time out, he had 13 points. Schroeder against Holiday. Outside Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To halt the run. They get it again.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
White. The shot's good. Brown making the play. White's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And looking at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA, we can see the teams that make the most of their trips to the foul line. The Celtics second.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Now here's Brown. He had 37 points last game out. White finds Tatum. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 13. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
It was a loss last time they faced up against each other. A very tightly contested game that they felt they could have won.
Yeah, that was a close one. In the end, they came away with the loss, and a big reason why was because their starters just kept fouling.
Now here's Horford. His last outing, he had 8 points. Tatum setting the pick for White. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. White's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's
Here called by Jordy Fernandez. He wants to talk to his guys.
All right, fans. It's time for the dance dance. Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. Bring those goals. Come on. Nobody's really watching. Everybody get there. Come on. You're off beat, dude. You're off beat.
The Nets making a switch here. Connie's checked in.
Coming up on the floor for your Nets, number 21, Noah Clowney.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Kicks to Thomas. Just 4 to shoot. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Holiday finds Horford. To the paint. Here's Brown. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
defensively giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Pass to Johnson. Claxton with it. Here's Clowney. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Tatum. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And you watch Jason Tatum year to year. He is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And he can't get the first one. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Simmons checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Williams comes in for Johnson. And it's Shake Milton in for Cameron Thomas. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And, Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times, but they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
He's off on the second. Well, Coach, Boston has been so close to that 18th NBA championship banner, finally able to win the title last season.
Yeah, they've been to the conference finals 6 times in the last 8 years. Lost in the 2022 finals. They got over the top with 2 additions, Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. Those guys really helped.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. And he makes the first.
A talented scorer and versatile defender. The athletic Brown is a vital piece for this team.
The Nets making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. Tillman, he's checked in for Boston. And Brown drops them both. Nets trail by 20. Without a basket. And it's denied. Brown deciding where to go with it. Over to the left wing. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Simmons. Back to Brown. 3 on the clock. Shoots over Schroeder. Clowney pulls it in.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots. Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Here's Tillman. Finney-Smith defending. Brown the pass to Tillman. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
On the court.
Nets trail by 18. Pass to Clowney. Here's Finney-Smith. Drops in the tray. Finney-Smith's got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Count it.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Simmons with it. Open jump shot off the mark. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Celtics out in front, leading by 17. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Well, you know I'm going to give this coaching staff some credit. What a great game plan they've had. Let's see if this can continue.
Stan, I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not get him as many shots, things like that. And there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge, huge respect for.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star. Very different. Williams is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Shake Milton. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Clowney in at the center. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And so it's Boston with it. After the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Tatum. Pass to Hauser. Offensive rebound. Here's Pritchard. And they get it back. Outside Tatum. 6 to shoot. Over Finney-Smith. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 8 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Timeout.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Attention fans. Now on the court, the Celtics squad. Get loud and let them hear you. Here we go, fans. It's time for TJ.
Chance here to check out some stats for Jaylen Brown. Here's Milton. Pass to Finney-Smith. There's the screen. Lets the three fly. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Now here's Tatum. 20 points for him last game against Atlanta.
And he did a lot of work on the glass as well. He impacted
this basket. A nice shot by Simmons.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
That one falls.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. break to bring up the top scoring teams in the league so far this season. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Fifth on the list, the Celtics.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Now, here's Milton. Here's Claxton. Goes back up, and the layup is up and in.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Pass to Hauser. Down low, here's Tatum. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Clowney, guarded by Horford. Milton the pass to Wilson. Screen by Claxton. 5 to shoot. They get it back. Milton looking around. Stolen by Tatum. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Tatum's got 17 now.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Back to Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Good, nice job down low. Thomas got his third basket of the night right there.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And Holiday kicks to Tatum. The Celtics get it back in a new 14.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Pritchard. Still scoreless. Back to Tatum. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll head home and take on the Toronto Raptors. And then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talent advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
Claxton the pass to Johnson. Right side Wilson. Over in the corner, Claxton. No good from outside.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
I think Holiday knew there'd be some contact here, so he was ready to outwork it.
And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good. Well, nice turnaround for him here in the second quarter. Had a cold start, but never lost his confidence.
And here's Tatum for 3. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Johnson. Claxton a screen on Brown. To the paint. And Claxton throws it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Outside Holiday.
2 minutes to play.
Back to Brown. And it's good off the back rim and in. Brown's got 13 points.
Well, when you're as polished and practiced a shooter as Brown, there's no reason to hesitate.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Alden. David.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little more. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Wilson. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Boston. Celtics leading by 11. Now an update on Ben Simmons from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Nets let me know the status. Oh, that is not what you want to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury. Now, it's an unfortunate blow to them so early on in the season. We'll see how this team responds moving ahead. Kevin, back to you.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Here's Cornett following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Pass to Brown. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Brown's got 7 points here in this quarter. On the wing, Johnson. He's covered by Brown. And Claxton throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Cornett kicks to Brown. Oh, good on the triple. Pass to Claxton. The three from Thomas. That shot off the mark. And so it's the Boston Celtics. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early. And it felt good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the Brooklyn Nets.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game, which I'm sure Coach is reminding them of. All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
When I look at Brooklyn, they've started this season on the right foot, something we kind of expected, given their offseason. We'll see if this is a pace they can maintain as the year rolls on.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
Nets trail by 11. On the floor for Boston, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Horford in at the 5. Claxton on the follow. Claxton's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Nets. White the pass to Horford. Brown outside. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Brown's got 21 in the game.
Brown does a nice job of staying ready and making himself a weapon off the ball.
Johnson finds Thomas. Count that bucket. And we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send a second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
That's right. And so he's able to get one of two.
You know, I don't think Horford gets enough credit for his defense. He's been an impact player at that end for a long time.
For Brooklyn, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And he knocks down the first one. So Johnson hits 2 of them. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Outside, Horford. Pass to White. And here is Brown. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Off target from three-point range.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Claxton the pass to Thomas. Double team on Thomas. Back to Claxton. 4 on the shot clock. Brown wide open. He fires. And he's good on the 3-ball. Brown's got 24 points.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
Here's Thomas. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Holiday finds White. Holiday sets the pick for White. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, look, if you're trying to slow down White, you first have to match his activity level.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, White is such a well-rounded player. He can run the offense, act as an off-ball threat, he sets screens, and he's an all-defensive team level player. He checks a lot of boxes.
And both free throws good for White.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Johnson outside from past the arc. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Celtics, off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, the Nets, 3.5 back.
Seeing where the Nets are, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Thomas's shot is off. Boston leading by 12. Horford the pass to Holiday. Tatum with a screen on Thomas. Here's Holiday. Thomas grabs the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA, I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Now, here's Johnson. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Schroeder. He's averaging 19 points per game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
Yeah, and make no mistake, we're watching a special guy here, and his numbers only tell a fraction of the story.
Nets trail by 12. Johnson up top. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Claxton. Schroeder outside. Clock at 6. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Tatum kicks to Horford. Here's Pritchard. Left side, Horford. Up top, Brown. The 3 from Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got 20 points. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Horford with the screen on Thomas. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Schroeder. Pritchard passes to Holiday. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Holiday's got 8 points.
Well, look, you won't catch Holiday sleeping. He knew exactly how much time he had to get the shot off.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
The wide-open look here for Holiday. And again, Boston with the triple.
And the response triple by Holiday. He's just so competitive.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Now, here's Tatum. He's got 20. Here comes Tatum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Tatum's got 22 points.
Off the bounce, Tatum has so many different ways he can take it.
Schroeder with the screen on Holiday. Here's Thomas. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one is on Holiday.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think, number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. That's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Schroeder. Got a hand on it.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now a chance to break down how the starters and reserves have contributed in the scoring department tonight for the Celtics. The Celtics have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for the Nets. And a change for the Celtics. Peterson's checked in. And Brown drops them both. There's 1:38 left in the third quarter. Schroeder passes to Williams. They set the pick. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal foul.
And take a look at this. Every team loves to have guys like these. Big men who can pass like guards. These are their assist totals on the season. Ben Simmons, third.
And these are some of the most complete players in our league. I mean, they're not just traditional score and rebound big men. They can beat you with their passing as well.
Well, that's really what the new-aged big man has turned into. They're not just bruisers anymore.
And the Nets making a change here. Wilson's checked in. He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Pass to Hauser. Here's Peterson. He has yet to score. Brown outside. Peterson misses. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's an 18-point game. There's 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. Kicks it out to Wilson from outside the arc. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. He's fantastic at sensing when one of his guys has got some freedom.
Now here's Brown. He's got 26. Pass to Peterson. Celtics passing it around. Boston again missing. Outside Williams. Here's Simmons. And that one released in time, but no good. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for Boston. He's up to 26 points in the game now. Just keeps pouring in the buckets. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Shake Milton. Williams is out there with Wilson. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Clowney in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Nets 5. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And here's a guy who loves playing inside. Simmons can play some bully ball down low.
Pritchard passes to Hauser. And here is Tatum. A shake. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Well, look, you're talking about one of the more dynamic scorers in this league. Jason Tatum putting on a show.
Here's Clowney. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His third personal foul.
Yeah, easy call.
First team foul.
First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Celtics leading by 15. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Shoots from 14. Springer can't get it to go.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
Releases. The shot by Williams, no good.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
Springer, good. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well. Now here's Williams to the inside. Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Great job by Simmons taking initiative in that screen and roll. The coaching staff has to love that.
Tatum with the screen on Simmons. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Inside, Clowney, and it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
To the middle, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Celtics lead by 15.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
A signature slam from the big fella. We've seen a few of those before.
That one goes. Count it. Springer's got 6 points in the quarter. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Nets. From about 16, the rebound by the Celtics. Cornette's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Stan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
And the first one drops. The Celtics making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. And he can't hit the second. Well, Stan, the NBA awards impact so much on these players and what they think they can acquire and achieve. How do you feel about the structure of award voting?
Well, right now, Kevin, there's about 100 panelists that each get a vote, and that seems like as good approach as any. Certainly, I need to be on that panel, and, you know, I mean, I think we'd probably get more worthy award winners if they would just let me pick them myself.
But, you know, they make your picks public, and a lot of times voters are uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. I'm used to people disagreeing with me anyway. I have a family, Kevin.
Here's Pritchard. Here's Cornette. No good on that one. Good defense by Claxton. Schroeder passes to Claxton. Back to Schroeder. And Boston with the rebound. They led the game at 1 point by 20. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Tatum. Inside. Tatum automatic.
He's so good in that medium range area. Tatum can create space and shoot over the top of the defense.
Here's Johnson. Buries it down low. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the second half. Really has turned things around.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Dorian Finney-Smith checked in for the Nets. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. Now he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. And White kicks to Brown. pass to Horford. Outside Holiday. The three. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Thomas. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And haven't done as much damage inside as they did the first half, but they should not get away from that. They can still put pressure on the D if they pound it inside.
15 seconds.
Boston leading by 13. Here's Holiday. Brooklyn with the rebound. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist by Johnson. And at 6 points for Dennis Schroeder.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
The kick out to Holiday. Horford with a screen on Schroeder. Just 5 to shoot. And that one, good. And the Celtics lead by 13.
Well, look, they've done a great job getting the ball to Holiday. He's had the hot hand tonight. I keep looking for
First personal foul. 13.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Thomas. A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Horford the pass to Tatum. And the rejection by Claxton. White against Thomas. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. Finney-Smith with it. Over Tatum. The three from Thomas. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one on White. He makes the first of 3, and that brings them to within 10. He makes the second free throw, and that brings them within single digits. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that brings them within 8. 1:11 left in the game. Brown outside. Back to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown dishes to Horford. Claxton with the steal. It's Schroeder with the drop. Here's Finney-Smith. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Double team on Holiday. White, wide open. He fires. And the three ball is good. And the Celtics lead by 9.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're behind by 9. And what's their best move at this point?
And I'm sure the coach is telling them it ain't over till it's over. Yeah, but I don't know.
Show us those moves. Oh, yeah. Nice. Very, very nice. Two left feet there. Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
.36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Thomas. Rebound, Boston. They led the game at one point by 20. And there is White. And that's good on the assist by Holiday.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Tatum finds Brown. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Craig. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Jalen. A long season. What do you guys need to do to keep it rolling?
Just keep finding consistent rhythm with each other. Keep playing the game the right way, executing the game plan, and just do your job. It'll be fun.
You all did the job tonight, man. Congrats again on the win. Back to you.
All right, DA, thanks again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jason Tatum.